Testing, 1, 2, 3, testing. Good evening and welcome to game number 3 for your Bishop Gorman Varsity Division 3 team. They'll be finishing out the round robin series of their games this evening, playing against the Sunchild Law Eagles, which we'll be referring to as the Eagles moving forward. That's very, very wordy. After the game this evening, there will be another round of games for final seeding, depending on the seeding of this game and 2 others running in parallel. Determination we made as to who's going to play what moving forward. There's a pretty good chance that your Varsity Division 3 Gales will be taking on the Gorman 16U team. A lot of it's going to come down to who wins this game and what the differentials look like by the end of it. Expectation is that Dylan Kelly will be back in net as he had wrapped up game 1 with Bearclaw playing game 2. Coming into this game, I believe the Eagles are the only team in the 18U Open Division that do not have a goal against. Gales looking to turn things around in this one. Gales coming off of back-to-back wins with 2 late games. So far undefeated. The 16U team also running undefeated through their round-robin play. They wrapped up their final games yesterday with the game against the West Coast Elite and the California Hockey Club, leaving only 3 undefeated teams so far, the Eagles and 2 Gorman teams. Remaining games we played here in about 4 hours. Games spanning between 8:20 and 8:30 p.m. Pacific time at either City National Arena, where we're at now, or at American First Center. All right, getting ready to kick off the first period of the game. Looks like your starting lineup will consist of Bonifazio at right wing, Boucher at center. Looks like Swanson over at left wing with O'Hara. With Caden O'Hara and Hudson Ladler back at defense. Gales win the faceoff, send it back into their own zone, picked up by O'Hara. Sends around the boards after Swanson. Swanson sends it across near side. Bonifazio will bring it in. He's got Shea with him. Sends it wide. Takes a hit back behind the goal line. Eagles pick it up and send it across and bring it out of their zone through the neutral zone. O'Hara pushes him out to the side. Bring it around. Back behind the goal line. Send it across. Picked up. Not cleared, though. As puck sent back deep into the corner. Later to get stick in there, but couldn't get a separation. Hard check on O'Hara as Gale sent it around. Looks like it's going to stay in play, though. Off the leg of Swanson. It's loose out front. Shot and sent wide by Kelly. Puck back at the blue line. Looks like it hit the net and dropped in. Ref's going to call it dead. 13:03 remaining in the first period. Face off in the Gales defensive zone. Picked up by Fair. Dropped the face off out to Spancic. Spancic brings it across. Brought in by the Eagles. Back to their goal line. Sent across the other defenseman. Spancic couldn't hold on to it. Comes back the other direction as he back checks. Sent across just out of reach of Hooley. Gale send it around back behind the goal line. Puck comes out but not cleared. Shot off. Oh. Couldn't see the number. Apologize. Off of Schuberta. Schuberta in the game today. Saw a number I didn't recognize. Threw me off. Eagles bring it around in their own zone. Send it across. Mateo puts pressure, and Evan Davis sends it in on net. Goalie sends it off to the corner. The board comes in with a check. Loose out across the crease. No one there to pick it up. And the Eagles bring it the other direction. That is going to be offsides. As the Eagles player couldn't drag that back foot enough. Keep the puck in play. 11:46 remaining in the first period. Shots on goal, 1-0 in favor of the Gales. Gales from the faceoff, trying to get it out of the zone, but picked up. Eagles going to bring it across, and that is very offsides. Faceoff going to come back into the neutral zone. Cash Johnson will be there for the faceoff with Mamoteo to his right and DeVort to his left. DeVort brings it up. He's tripped up coming across. Eagles chip it up just out of reach of Evan. Evan able to get a hold of it. Battles along the boards, comes back the other direction. And Gall will bring it across. Shovel it out. Johnson, who was met with a check at the boards. Puck comes loose back behind the net. Eagles still have it. They have a player up front. Shot. Goal. Eagles up 1-0 with 10:58 remaining in the first period. Boucher, Bonifazio, and Swanson in for your forwards. O'Hara and Lather in on defense. Eagles control the faceoff. Puck comes across, hits the center. Weird. missed connection on the Eagles. Hard hit on Swanson, separated from the puck. O'Hara has it. Gets a poke check in to prevent the Eagles player from breaking in. And turnover on the Gales back to defense for the Eagles. Eagles shovel it down, and they're going to call that icing. Then coming back to the Gales defensive zone for a faceoff. Evan Davis, Trevor Gall in the defense. Gilberto in for the faceoff at center. Shot loose out front and covered by Kelly. Gilberto's first game of the weekend playing in at center. Eagles win the faceoff, send it across to the point. Misconnection as the Eagles look to regroup. Eagles bring it across, get a check in, bring it back into the zone. Gall gets a stick in there, shot from the short side, picked up by Gall. Chipped up, but out of reach. Bring it back across, shot. Kelly sends it wide. Who's puck behind the net. Dunnigan takes a couple of hits along the wall. Starts chipping it up. Couldn't get there in time. The puck comes back across. Loose puck across the crease. Picked up by Evan Davis. Evan Davis is going to bring it to the zone. Sends it across. Picked off. Coming the other direction. Trying to hit Dunnigan. The Eagles make it through. Loose out front and cleared by the Gales. All but 2 saves from Kelly. The Eagles bring it back into the zone. Shot off the player and sent back over to the boards. Puck loose, sent into the neutral zone. Amolateo brings it across, takes a hard hit. Puck comes back the other direction, turned over and dumped into the zone. Eagles not going to go in for a change. Laidler goes in for a hit. The board trying to pick it up and clear it. And the Gales get the clear. It's like Shiberta dangles around, brings it across. He's got Verbort with him, leaves it for Verbort. Backhand, loose up front at the feet of Mamulateo. Couldn't get a shot off. Loose out front. Kept in by Verbort. Picked up. Might be tripping. No call. And the Eagles are going to clear it. And that is an icing. Puck's going to come back into the Gales defensive zone. They're going to have Verbort hang out. Extend his shift a little bit. With Mamulateo on the right. Johnson at center. There. And Hooley on defense. Eagles bring it across, send it across. Couldn't make the connection on the other side of the net. Tried to get a shot off, but picked up by Cash Johnson. Cash Johnson trying to chip it up. The puck came loose. Puck comes out into the neutral zone. And the Eagles will go back for a regroup. Send it across their own blue line. And a stretch pass across the sheet of ice. Couldn't drag it across. Loose. Picked up by Verbort on the forecheck. But picked off on the back checking Eagles player. Eagles bring it around, face-off circle, drop it back behind the goal line. Go to feed it back up. Rotating plays around, turns around and shot. Couldn't connect. Chips up. O'Hara trying to get on the rush. Sent back the other direction by the Eagles. And Berger dumps it in, goes for a change on Afazio. And Swanson come in. Boucher picks off the pass, comes out to the blue line. Evan Davis trying to pick it up and couldn't. And we have a breakaway the other direction. 2-on-1 with Trevor Gall covered by Kelly. Big save on an odd man rush the other direction. 6:58 remaining in the first period. Score is 1-0 in favor of the Eagles. Another shot right off the faceoff save. Kelly. Bird in for the faceoff. Eagles come away with control. Bring it along the goal line. Bring it across. Try stuffing it short side. Picked up by Kelly. Sent it back across. Shot. Kelly gets a save. Gale sent it up to the wall, but picked up by the Eagles. And Davis takes the man. Looking through the boards. Eagles have it right out front. Kelly with another save. Still loose out front. Kansas tries getting their save. Kelly, it's loose. It goes back behind the goal line. Eagles bring it back around. Dangle across. Shot. Loose. And they're going to call that play dead. Tried stuffing it. Kelly was dancing in net. 6:19 remaining in the first. I'd let you know what the shots on goal are, but can not read it on the scoreboard. They've used the smallest font possible, which is perfect for an NHL practice ring. Face off in the neutral zone. Comes back into the Gales' defensive zone. O'Hara chips it up. Picked up by the Eagles. Sent back deep. Eagles dance around the blue line. Try sending it in deep. Picked up by Cash Johnson. Turns around the other direction. Eagles get a stick in there. And could have been a big hit there. Eagles bring it to the zone. Got a player to the left. Sent across. Shot. Couldn't get the shot off. And the Eagles have to send it back deep. At the face-off circle now. Loose out front, picked up by Cash Johnson. Cash Johnson goes to feed it up. Not enough, and Eagles send it back low. Gales get the clear. Gets the stick and goes up into the bench. They're going to do a face-off back in the Gales' defensive zone where the puck came from. With 5:27 remaining in the first period. Couchet in for the face-off. Back at the goal line, Eagles have control. Two Gales back there to help. Puck comes back out to the blue line. Eagles player lets it out. Leaks out the neck and they send it across the ice. Couchet, get the stick in there. Shot. And the goalie sends it up and over the board. Sorry, up and over the net. In the corner. And Gale's trying to keep him pinned in the zone. The Eagles feed it out. Cooley goes in for a hit. Loose player out front. Shot. Puck went airborne right outside the net and tried being tipped in by the Eagles player. But saved by Kelly. Swanson putting pressure. They dump it back to the neutral zone. Eagles looking to feed it up. Eagles walk it up. Shot. Save. Kelly out into the corner. Picked up by Farragher. Lost control. Took a hit along the boards. No call. Shot. Goal. That'll put the Eagles up 2-0 with 4:20 remaining in the second period. Roberta in for the faceoff. Eagles come away. Nope. Gales come away with control. Bring it into the zone. Dangle it around. Bring it up. Turned over. Roberta gets in the trying to bring it across. Dunnigan dumps it in. Roberta putting pressure, trying to force a turnover. Comes out to the blue line. Kept in, though. Stepancic chips it up. Has control. And gets hit from the side. Puck comes loose. He's going for a stretch pass, but picked up by Cash Johnson. Cash Johnson's going to walk it up. Trying to get it deep, but hits a stick on the way over. And the Eagles walk back across. Disconnection there after Hudson Laidler. Later dingles around, chips around the boards to Gall. Jumps over to Dunnigan. Couldn't hold on to it at the blue line. Goal. 3-0 Eagles. 3:20 remaining in the first. All right. Coming into the face-off, Mamateo, Cash Johnson, and Verboort. Eagles control the face-off. Gales going for a hit, send the Eagles into the Gales bench. O'Hara covering up front, shot, loose, covered by Kelly. Puck goes up and over and into the corners. Gales go to clear, and they do, but that's going to be an icing. .257 remaining in the first period. Shots on goal, I believe, through the netting and the small font. Looks like 11-3 in favor of the Eagles. Jay feeds out to Hooley. Hooley takes a hit along the boards. Next to the hit over there, no call. Puck comes out to Bonifazio. Takes a hit, brushes it off, trying to get it deep in the zone. Eagles able to get a hit and get separation from the puck. Gales pick it back up, send it out to Bonifazio, who's waiting at the blue line. Missed hit by the Eagles. They'll send it across, and that is going to be icing, and it's going to come on back. Face off from Gales' offensive zone. Taking the face off, I believe will be Shiberta with Dunnigan and Spancic. Left and right. Hooley and Verger in at the blue line. Puck comes out to the blue line shot. Hooley just through the crease, no one there. Verger chips it up, picked up by the defenseman for the Eagles and sent across. Comes back out into the neutral zone. Verger takes a hit as he regroups back to the defenseman. Dunnigan sends it across. Picked up by the Eagles. Eagles bringing it back across, send cross ice. No one there. Verger chips it back up to the feet of Spancic. Couldn't grab it in time. The Eagles going for a regroup. Same play, chipped it out to Zapancic, who chips it out to, Verger chips it to Zapancic, sends it deep, picked up, and the Eagles are going to send it back into the Gales defensive zone. Puck behind the net. 1:35 remaining in the first. Back at the blue line. Dunnigan comes in and gets some separation on the puck. Shot. Looks like they just dumped it to the left. Shot hits player on the way over, back behind the goal line. Eagles try feeding it up to the point and do. Send it across to the faceoff circle. Hooley gets in with the skate to prevent a crossing pass. Eagles shoot short side. Loose. Hooley tries clearing it, couldn't. Another shot and saved by Kelly. With 59.2 seconds remaining in the first period. Cash Johnson, Verboort into the faceoff with Mama Lateo. Gall chips it up and cleared by Lateo. Comes around. Verboort putting pressure, trying to force a turnover. Sent out to the blue line, picked up by Ford, who couldn't hold on to it, and comes back out into the Eagle zone. Eagles picking up speed coming through. Left behind for another Eagles player for a shot, but picked up by the Gales. Puck along the boards. Comes loose. Ball gets a stick in there, trying to get some separation. Eagles bring it across through the center. Shot wide, comes out, and that'll clear. Sent across ice, and that'll be the end of the first period. Eagles up 3-0. All right, kicking off the second period. Into the faceoff. Xavier Touche, Swanson, and I believe that is Revort on the right side of Touche. O'Hara and Laidler in on defense. Kelly still in net. Sorry, it's Bonifazio on the other side. Apologize. Only the boys would turn around so I could see the numbers. Puck comes out to Bonifazio. Sends it across to Touche. Takes a hard hit. Shot. And for the faceoff, Schberto. Eagles win it back to the blue line. Schberto presses. Gets some separation. Kept in by the Eagles. They bring it around. Shot. Hits a player and goes wide into the boards. Sent back around behind the net. Picked up by O'Hara. O'Hara shovels it out to Bonifazio. Eagles control it. And O'Hara sends it up. No ice. Takes a hit in the process. But sent up airborne. Picked up by Dunnigan, who sends it back down deep. Dunnigan puts pressure. Eagles have to regroup. Chip it up. Gall gets the stick in there and comes away with it. Sends it up in the air. Hits a player coming off. Could have been too many men on ice there. Shot. Sent wide by Kelly. Gall feeds it up and they get it out. Dunnigan in hot pursuit. Dunnigan just out of reach. Shot off the side of the net. Loose on the other side. Save. Kelly. Puck still loose out front. At the feet. It's at the faceoff circle. Eagles bring it around. Feed it back up. The Eagles get the clear. Zapancic brings it up. He's got Cash Johnson with him. Zapancic brings it wide. Puts it across. Eagles back checking. Able to get a stick in there and separate. Puck comes back out to Evan Davis. Shot. Tipped. Sent wide. Comes back out. Just out of reach of his pants. Up his pants. He does have it. Shot. And save the goalie for the Eagles. 11:59 remaining in the second period. Gales win the faceoff. Send it in deep. Cooley takes a hit in the back for his troubles. Eagles feed it back through the neutral zone. Going to the Gales defensive zone. Shot short side. Off the net. It's loose out front, though. Glove down by the Eagles player. As it at the goal line. Stuffing the short side. Save. Kelly. Then back out to the blue line. Shot. And Kelly able to get another save. Keeping it a 3-0 game. Currently in favor of the Eagles. Johnson into the face-off. Win it. Eagles pick it up, though, on the other side. Sent across. Loose to the feet. Sent it over. And Gales bring it back the other direction. Feed it up to Reward. Reward on the forecheck. Eagles turn it around. Feed it up. Swooping player picks it up. Brings it across through the zone. Shot. Short side. The puck loose. Sorry. The net comes out. And stoppage of play. 11:06 remaining in the second period. Eagles currently up 3-0. As the refs get the net put back in place. So we'll have Swanson, Boucher, O'Hara, Layler, and I believe that's Bonifazio on the other side. What comes out? The Eagles. Eagles bring it to the zone. Shot, save, Kelly. Puck comes around. Fed back across the goal line by the Gales. Eagles pick it up behind the net. Shot up and over the net. Comes up to the feet of the Eagles player. Shot. DC Swanson gets a stick on it. Keep it off target. Puck comes around to Swanson. Picks it up. Looking for an exit pass. Picked up by the Eagles player on the way out. Swanson shovels it up to the feet of Bonifazio and Cruchet. Cruchet putting pressure. Chipped back in by Swanson. Cruchet going to get there at the boards first. Sends it back low up to Hudson. And picked off and sent the other direction. Out of reach. Eagles able to get there before the icing. Shot. Kelly sends it wide. 9:50 remaining in the second period. Spancic almost gets a breakaway the other direction. Gills get out of the zone. Swanson kicks it up to himself. Gilberto have a breakaway the other direction. And bring it back behind the goal line. Gets dispossessed from the puck. Eagles bring it back the other direction. And again, push pressure along the boards, forced turnover. Eagles able to regain it and send it down deep. No penalties yet this game. 9 minutes remaining in the second. Eagles get a change in part of the defense. Dunnigan brings it across, sends it up to Spancic. Just out of reach. Comes out to the feet of Evan Davis, who sends it back into the Gales' offensive zone. Berger gets in there to try to keep it in play. Just out of reach. Picks it up, though. Sends it across. Out to Cash Johnson. Cash Johnson on the forecheck. Eagles send around the boards to Dunnigan. Hard hit on Dunnigan along the boards. No call. Eagles get a turnover in Gales' offensive zone. Bring it back to the corner. Send it back low. Berger gets stick in there to get some separation. Chips it up. But the point man able to hold it in. Comes back out. Shot. Hits a player and goes wide. Rebort trying to get some separation. Couldn't. In the zone. Puck back behind the Gales goal line. Eagles still controlling the puck to bring it across, send it back out to the blue line. Shot, bouncing, picked up by Dunnigan. Dunnigan on the forecheck. He's got two guys on him, and they get a stick in there. Dunnigan, I'll send it deep and go for a change. Rebort brings it into the zone. He's got Cash Johnson with him and Mamaloteo. Puck comes back out to the blue line, unable to keep it in. O'Hara coming out of a change. Laidler back to O'Hara. O'Hara back to Laidler. Eagles around, still just out of reach, and the Eagles bring it back from the neutral zone. Feed it down low. Eagles shot loose out front, cleared by O'Hara. After a save from Kelly, Eagles send it across the other side. Another hit along the boards by O'Hara. Sorry, the board. Still no penalties. We're halfway, a little over halfway through the game. Trip but no call. Shot. Loose out front. Bouncing puck inside the crease. Gales with the save, and they go to clear. It hits a player on the way out. Picked up for Couchet. Feeds it out into the neutral zone. Eagles send it across, hits a player, chipped back up by the Gales. Couchet sends it over to Swanson. Swanson brings it across, shot. Loose. Looks like it hit the net, came back. Stoppage of play. 5:43 remaining in the second period. Score is 3-0 in favor of the Eagles. Couchet, Malateo, and can't see the other jersey, Bonifazio. On offense, Evan Davis and Gall. Puck loose out front, covered by Kelly. Converted into the faceoff. The Eagles control it. Chip it back out to the point. Pointman trying to get a shot off. Hits a couple of sticks on the way over, but picked up by Kelly for another save. 5:23 remaining in the second. Eagles control the faceoff. Dunnigan almost gets breakaway the other direction. He does. Brings it across. Got 2-on-1. If he can get it across. Takes a hit along the boards. Man, that's going to be a penalty. Hooley gets a shot in, but not enough on it. Sorry, Shaberta tried getting a shot off just out of reach before they called it. Bills working out the lineup they want for the power play. Gales control it. Laidler sends it back out to O'Hara. Misconnection and sent back the other direction, and the Eagles are going to play strong on their penalty kill. O'Hara back behind his goal line, sends it out to Laidler. Laidler trying to hit Rebort. Sapancic brings it across, and they're going to say offsides. I believe it was pretty close to call that one. Lineup change. Like for board. Pass Johnson. And Mamateo cleared by the Eagles. Comes back out on net for Kelly. Kelly's going to feed it out to Gall. Sorry. Hooley. Bort sends it across over to Mamateo, but picked up by the Eagles. Pass Johnson brings out in front of his net. Takes a hit. Still in control. Farriger brings it up. Feeds it up to Verbort. Chips it in the zone. And the Eagles get possession back at the goal line. Comes back out to the blue line. Hooley shot. Tipped. Almost in. From a tip from Verbort. Mamateo comes in. Gets a body in there to prevent the breakout the other direction. Send it to short side. Post. Comes out to Hooley, who keeps it in play. Dodges a hit. Sends it across. Verbort has it. Shot. Goalie couldn't hold on to it. Comes back around. And that is the end of the penalty as the fifth player comes on for the Eagles. Johnson has it. Feeds it back to the wall. Who ends up sending it deep. Verbort there trying for a crossing pass. Evan Davis sends it back into the zone. As Johnson gets hit as he was going for the puck. And Evan Davis goes in for hit. Puck still in the zone. Picked up by DC Swanson. Held. And he's going to draw another penalty. As the Eagles player shoots the puck into the legs of Swanson. And the Eagles going to be down a man for another minute and a half. 3:01 remaining in the second period. Score 3-0 in favor of the Eagles. Crochet, Bonifazio, Laidler, O'Hara, and I believe Swanson. He set it airborne and breakaway the other direction. Kelly gets the save. And the puck comes the other direction. Eagles get an elbow in. Send it. Could have been a high stick, but not called. Comes out. Sent across to Bonifazio. Lost an edge. And we got 2-on-2 the other direction on the power play. Fed low as the Eagles go for a change. Gales send it around the boards. Eagles are going to go back and regroup, try to kill some extra time. Beat it up. Shot. Save. Kelly. 40. Nope. No whistle. Not sure why they didn't call it. Puck up in the air. Here there to glove it. Work sack behind the goal line. Comes back around. Looking for an exit path. Hits DC Swanson. Swanson in pursuit. He's got a Bonifazio with him. Eagles get a stick in there to bring it back. And Bonifazio sends it back deep. Swanson goes in, gets a stick in there. Schwerter comes in for support. Spancic couldn't pinch the board enough. And looks like we're going to possibly have another penalty slash on the Eagles. It's going to be 5-on-3 for about 10 seconds. Gales needing to capitalize on this. Start building some momentum. Minute 40 remaining in the second period. We're into the face-off. Eagles control it. Eagles set it up. Looks like, yep, in the netting. Going to do this over. 6 seconds remaining in the initial penalty. Gales come away with it. Send it back to Evan Davis. Evan Davis shot. Hits a player and goes wide. Player comes out. We are 5-on-4 for about another minute 15. Eagles bring it the other direction. Evan Davis trying to keep him pushed out. Does. Shot off the side. And Shiberta comes across, dodges a hit, brings it across the zone, has it in, backhand, goal! Close the deficit down to 2. It does the first goal against the Eagles during the tournament so far. Goal, backhand from Shiberta during the power play. Eagles trying to find some momentum, something to build off of. Berger feeds it up to Mamateo, gets separated from the puck. Brent chipping it in deep. Stretch pass out, and they're going to wave off any icing. Hooley sends it across, picked up by Mamateo out to Verbort. Verbort has Hooley with him, playing up at forward. Sorry, that's forward. Still learning, boys. Still learning the names. I apologize. Eagles bring it back across the name. Sorry, back across the blue line. Save. Kelly loose out front. Gale's clear. Shot comes across. Hits Cash Johnson in the hand. Gale's feed it in deep and go for a change. Hooley drops back and ends up going for a change himself. Puck comes around to Swanson. That is going to be the end of the second period. Score 3-1 in favor of the Eagles as the Gales start working on some momentum. All right, kicking off the third period. Swanson, Bonifazio, Boucher, Laidler, and O'Hara. Boucher in for the faceoff. Gales win it. Back to the blue line. O'Hara feeds it back up to Bonifazio. Bonifazio takes a hit along the boards. The puck comes out the other direction. No icing. Shea comes in. Almost comes away with the puck. Fed out to the winger. Sent airborne. Bouncing puck across the blue line. O'Hara brings it back and reverses it. Feeds it out. Eagles going to bring it back behind their goal line for a regroup. So the cross Shea puts pressure. Comes out. Crossing pass. Tipped. O'Hara gets a stick in there. Gets some separation. Chipped up and cleared by Bonifazio. Eagles send it across. No ice. Out to Laidler. Laidler back out to O'Hara. Out to Sapancic. Sends back. Trying to get a good opening. Shiberta brings it across to the center. Across the blue line. There's a stick lifted and puck comes back the other direction. Sapancic trying to force turnover. Hard hit. Separated. Puck comes back the other direction. A miscommunication. As Shiberta looks for a passing option out to Evan Davis. Stick gets in there from the Eagles, though. And puck is at the feet, back by the goal line. Eagles send a blue line shot and save Kelly. 12:14 remaining in the third. Score 3-1 in favor of the Eagles. Goal from Schuberta, backhand shot right out front. Face off in the defensive zone. Eagles come away with it. Back at the goal line, feed it across. Eagles pick it up, bring it back the other direction, send it airborne. And that's going to be set offsides. Play it, the ref says. Berger feeds it up. An offsides call out to Cash Johnson. Couldn't field it. And Eagles send the puck the other direction after Berger chips it up the wall. Mateo trying to feed it up, clears the zone. Eagles bring it back in. Eagles feed it up. Reward couldn't hang on to it. Chipped in. Picked up by the Gales. Shot high off the glove of Kelly. 10:45 remaining in the third. Shot tipped up and over the net and into the glass. Covered by Kelly. Tosses it over to the ref. Gales win the faceoff, send it around, trying to send it across to the center. Didn't pick it up. Out to the feet of Bonifazio, who's going to bring it on the forecheck. Brings it wide. Chips it back up to Couchet. Comes out to the point. Laidler, shot. Loose out front. Gales couldn't take advantage of the loose puck at the crease. O'Hara gets his foot in there and dumps it in, but picked up by the Eagles. Swanson pins the player to the boards. Eagles come around the other side. Send it back around. 9:45 remaining in the third. Puck sent out. And across the blue line. Spancic sends it into the corner. Swanson sends out to the D-man. Picked up, though, on the breakout. Spancic brings it across. Out to Schuberta. Schuberta sends it in deep. Takes a hit. Spancic goes in. Schuberta goes in for a hit. Dunnigan gets a hit. Davis with the puck. Shot up in the air. Still in play. Schuberta brings it across. And the Eagles come away with it. Dunnigan strips him with the puck. Out to Spancic. Spancic trying to hit the blue line, but just out of reach. 9 minutes remaining. Stretch pass out to Dunnigan, who sends it in deep. They go on the forecheck. Spancic comes in, gets him separated from the puck along the boards. Takes a hit. Puck comes out to Gall. Couldn't catch him there. Evan Davis shot. Sorry, and Davis closes the gap. Shot goes wide. Gall gets stick in there, and it's like the net got moved around a little bit. Subject play. Face-off going to be in the Gales' defensive zone with 8:31 remaining in the third. Score 3-1 in favor of the Eagles. Off the face-off, puck comes along the wall. Pinned. Eagles trying to feed it back to the point. They do. Shot. Save Kelly. Johnson into the face-off. Report comes in with a hit. Shot off the body. Goes into the corner. Johnson trying to chip it around to Report along the wall. Puck pinned. Picked off by Report. Brings it across. Right go the other direction. But he's got man on him. Shot. And the goalie able to stuff it and send it into the corner. Shot. Cash Johnson ends up going wide, comes back out to the feet of Evan Davis. Couldn't hold it with the bouncing puck. Trevor Gall pushes him to the outside, gets a hit in the process. Sent out to the front. Eagles try walking it up, picked off by Cash Johnson. Sent over to Verbort. Sorry, folks. Cash Johnson backhands it over to Lattale. And puck clears the zone. Could have been interference there. Kelly with another save. 7:03 remaining in the third. Shea in for the faceoff. Eagles win it back to the point, send it across. Could receive it on the right side. Puck goes wide. Really tries sending it across, picked up by the Eagles. Spin it around, try sending it to the point, but chipped up. That's out of play and into the neutral zone. Eagles send it back to Gale's territory. Bonifazio couldn't catch the sauce pass. And the Eagles able to bring it in off the leg of Bonifazio. Kept in play, set the other direction. Shot and glove save. Eagles 6:17 remaining in the third period. Face off from Gale's offensive zone. Looks like we will have Dunnigan, Schaberta, Zapancic, O'Hara, and Laidler in for the face-off. Gales win it back to Laidler to O'Hara. Shot hits the shin guards. And offsides, Eagles come back 2-on-1. Couldn't field the puck. Goes back behind the goal line. Gales try clearing along the side. Chipped up to Schaberta. Schaberta brings it across red line out to Spancic, bouncing puck. Spancic sends it across. Dunnigan shot. Goes across the crease. The other direction. O'Hara keeps it in play. Hits his skate and comes the other direction. Eagles on the forecheck 2-on-1. And goal. Eagles make it a 4-1 game with 5:27 remaining in the third. Eagles win the face-off, chipped up, no icing. As it sent it down in the Eagles' defensive zone. Puck comes out, picked up, and Evan Davis sends it back in. Blocker saved by the goalie. The board gets hit along the boards. Bet out front. Stuck on the post. Goes up over the net to the corner. And the Eagles bringing it back the other direction. 2-on-2 with the back checking. Mamateo. Gales chip it up and clear it. Trevor Gall on the forecheck. Try to force a turnover. Puck out of reach. Evan Davis tries to get a slap shot off. It's the stick of the opposing team. Shot up and over after hitting a player. Puck comes around. Gall works his way over to the corner to pick it up. Bouncing puck out to the blue line. Eagles shot. Follow-up shot for a goal. Make it 5-1. 4 minutes remaining. Schaberta, Sapancic, Dunnigan into the faceoff. Eagles come away with the puck. Chip it up, picked up by Schaberta. Schaberta brings it into the zone, sends it over to the wall, chips it up to the blue line. Defense hadn't chipped up yet, and we have a 2 on the other direction with Farrager. And 6-1 for the Eagles. .340 remaining in the third period. Same lineup as before. Puck comes back into the Eagle zone, and they're going to call that icing and bring it back the other direction. We have a running clock now due to goal differential. So we're at 3:20 and counting. Sorry, penalty. Thought it was icing. Cash Johnson in for the faceoff. Scott Mamateo to his right, and I believe that is Vervoort to his left. Gales win it. We can get there in time. Cash Johnson has it. Shot. Hits a player, goes wide. Vervoort has back behind the net. Takes a hit. And the Eagles bring it the other direction. Clear. Come back the other side. O'Hara walks it back up, sends it in deep, and the Gales get to work. Cash Johnson trying to send it to the opposing point. Picked up and cleared. That is going to be an icing. Nope. Waved. Hudson Layler brings it in the zone. Puck comes back out to Cash Johnson. Sends it to the point. O'Hara couldn't field it and opts to send it deep, keep it in play. 1:51 remaining in the third. Eagles get control of the puck and opt to clear it. Ten seconds left in the power play. Puck sent around to Evan Davis. Evan Davis at the goal line sends it back. That's the winger. Out to Evan Davis, forechecking. Evan Davis gets a big hit in along the boards. And that's going to be another penalty on the Eagles, I believe. The Eagles get the clear as a fresh Eagles player heads into the box. 30 seconds left. 6-1 in favor of the Eagles. Boucher sends it across to Evan Davis. Evan Davis brings it in. Goes feeded in deep. The Eagles clear. Trevor Gall, first man back. Puck comes across to Trevor Gall, and that is game. 6-1 in favor of the Eagles. All right, not sure where the seating ended up, so keep an eye out. See how this goes forward. Unfortunately, I will not be able to record the next game, as all of the semifinal games with seeding happen concurrently, and I will be at the 16U game. There's a good chance that the 16U and the Division III team will be playing against each other, and if that is the case, you can catch that game at Larison Sports Broadcasting at her channel, where Ken Rubino will be there to commentate. If not, it's a good weekend. Good job for the boys. And until next time, have a good holiday.